Welcome to another video by Day Trading Forex Live. Today we're going to look at some effective candle patterns and how exactly we use them. Once the market's already shown us its direction, really that's the best, most effective way to use candles to scalp. The market shows you its direction, you see a candle on a retracement, and get in with the original trend. You're not fighting a trend, you're not picking a top, you're not picking a bottom. You're just simply letting the market show you its direction. You're seeing a candle. You're getting in, taking a quick scalp, making your money for the day, and you're gone. So let's take a quick look here. Before the 2 a.m. open, the European Open on December 31st, 2009, the market has shown us its direction. Clearly three very bullish candles here running up into the European Open. As you can see, the market's shown us its uptrend. The moving averages are up, riding above the 21 EMA, and then the market works its way down here. Now, you can clearly see this nice doji formation here. We'll put an arrow on that real quick so you guys can see that. Pointing to this doji formation here. Actually, a little bit of a morning star formation, not quite perfect, but a good candle setup nonetheless. We went ahead and went long on a break of this candle's high and managed to make 15 pips on that. We could have eked out a bit more, but we only trade for 2 hours, so we took our profit and walked away. We went in with a 10 pip stop, took 15 pips, 1 to 1.5 risk reward there. So good setup, quality setup. Once again, the market already shows you its direction, and you just simply take advantage of what the market's already showing you. So we'll go ahead and take a few more looks at some pen bars that are setting up here, some reversal candles in the form of shooting stars, hammers, evening stars, morning stars, and explain some of these a little more in depth so you can use them effectively. All right, after the weekend we had the market open. And really going into the European session, we've seen a bit of an uptrend, and actually we decided to take this trade on a break of this low, but not really a quality setup after the market already showed you its direction up. But I took it based off of this pen bar here, and really was safe about it and waited for the break of the overall low. Now, to really illustrate the point of letting the market show you its trend, and getting in with that trend, we'll look at the candle that's set up after this. As you can see, these two candles right here are very, very similar. Normally, you'll see a shooting star formation, such as this candle and this candle at the top of a trend, and that signifies a reversal in price, obviously, based on candlestick pattern rules. But once the trend's already established, how do you use, in a downtrend, say, how do you use a shooting star formation to get in with the trend? Well, it's quite simple here. We've worked our way down. We've seen two positive candles setting a higher high after the market stalled. And on a break of this candle's low, similar to if it was at the top, like here, we entered short and actually managed to take 30 pips out of this one. That was a great setup, 15 pip stop, 2 to 1 risk reward. A great setup there, real tight stop, and just an effective way to use them once the trend is already established. Oftentimes you see people using candles to turn the market around. You know, in a uptrend they'll use a shooting star to signal the market's going to be retracing down against the trend. Well, when you put them with the trend, they're so much more effective, and you get much tighter stops, and your win-loss ratio tends to be a lot better because you're already letting the market show you the trend. So let's look at a few more setups here and really examine them and how you can use them. One is a little bit later in the day here. This is one we took. This is a nice evening star formation. As you can see, the market overall was trending down, and then we ran into this setup here. We came up into an area of resistance, had a nice bullish candle. An evening star setup is basically a bullish candle into a small bodied candle, which is this one right here. I'll get an arrow on that real quick. A small body candle followed by the next candle, which was very bearish. And the rules of a evening star is a bullish candle followed by a candle with a small body, and then followed by a candle that reverses, as this one did, into or below the body of the first candle. And you can see that met the criteria very well. And we sold on a break of this candle's low right about in this region and actually managed to take about 40 pips off the market on this one. That was a great setup. Had a little bit bigger stop, a 20 pip stop, but still a 2-to-1 risk reward on that. So great setup there. And let's go ahead and take a look at a few more. As the market opened up here on the 6th, the following day, you can see all these hammer type formations. Unfortunately, didn't really get in on it on that just because the trend prior to this had been slightly down and at the very best sideways. So I wasn't going to take a trade until the trend had already established itself. So we can see here the market picked a direction, went to the upside clearly, 4 or 5 consecutive candles to the upside, followed by this nice retracement and a hammer type formation. Not quite the greatest hammer formation, but it's also a morning star formation. It had a retracement, followed by a small bodied candle, followed by a candle that reverses against it. And we happened to go long right on a break of this candle's high and actually managed to take about 20 pips out of that. Could have got a few more, but we decided to get out of the room a little bit early and only took 20 pips on that. But once again, we did set a 20 pip stop, so that was a 1-to-1 risk reward. But as you can see, we could have probably set a tighter stop, set the stop below this candle, and got away with a 10-15 pip stop. But we went with a 20 pip stop just to be safe. Either way, you can see the effectiveness of this. You're letting the market show you its direction, waiting for a little retracement. You get a great risk reward, and once again, you're in with the trend, which is the number one rule in trading. Let it be your friend. Let it show you the direction of the market before you get in. So again here the following day, the market breaks down about midnight Eastern, a little bit before we were in the room trading. You can see a nice setup here, came up, went into an area of resistance. That was actually before we were trading as well. Didn't get in on any of that. And the market continued to set lower highs. After that, this second lower high, the market broke down and was followed by 3 candles, each making higher highs. And then after the first lower high, second lower high, this third lower high on this doji formation, we went short on a break of that doji's low, which is about right there. Set a limit order and actually took 40 pips out of the market on that with a 20 pip stop. 2-to-1 risk reward, great setup. Once again, the market's showing you its direction. It showed you 2 lower highs, gave you this beautiful doji, almost a doji, not quite a perfect doji, and showed you the direction of the trade before you even got in. So you're not guessing the direction of the trade. You're not using some other form to guess the direction. The market already showed you which direction it wanted to go. You're simply using a candle pattern to get in. So if you want to see this done live, if you'd like to see it done for free live, you can go ahead and go to daytradingforexlive.com. Take the free 10-day trial. At the very least, come in, learn something, chat with everybody, and make some pips, and go your way. You know, if you don't like it, if the service isn't for you, at least you can learn something and see the trades done live. Once again, we do all our trades live right in front of you, explain the trades as we're going into it, and it's really a great educational room where you can definitely learn something, learn how to effectively day trade the Forex market.